A very good morning to all of you, and welcome to Prebell with Team William O'Neill India. Today, a start of a fresh week after a long weekend, and it was again a long weekend. So, today, April 17, 2023. If we start with Nifty setup, it's superb, as you all know. So, it's been 9 sessions since we are closing in a positive territory. So today, so the Thursday session, the last session was the ninth one, and this has been a very long streak this time. I think since after 2020, इतना long streak पहली बार आया है कि continuous 9 sessions के लिए निफ्टी positive close हुआ without any negative close. So now let's see what happens from here, because now we are 2-3 couple of % above the key moving average, that is 20, that is 50 and 200 DMA. So a small pullback, 100, 200 point, 300 point here and there is a healthy pullback. जब इतना rally हुआ 16, 900, 800, 900 से जब पूरा एक rally start हुआ, ठीक है, before the ninth session, and we are continuously moving higher and almost 900 point, 1000 point rally, and that is positive. 200 point का pullback आता है तो कोई problem नहीं है. So looking at the levels, I think now on the higher side, the 950 to 18,000 zone, okay, that can provide a strong resistance. In fact, you can say 900 to 18,000. जो ये 100 point का zone है, ठीक है, वहां पे निफ्टी को एक रेजिस्टेंस मिल सकता है ऑन द हायर साइड 900 to 18,000 के जोन पे. On the lower side, if you see, I think first the 800 level, that is 17,800 level, and I think 17,700 level. These two levels can provide immediate support, and below that the 50 and the 200 DMA, which is somewhere around 550. So then 500 to 550, that can provide a good support. So ideally जब तक ये 50 और 200 DMA तक मे भी मान लो कि थोड़ा नीचे आता है, then that's a healthy correction. वहां से अगर फिर से rebound होता है, then this rally can be sustainable. So do not worry for a small pullback 200 300 point, at least 500 550 zone तक के pullback के लिए कोई इतना टेंशन नहीं है अभी मार्केट में, because we are already up 1000 points, so 200 300 point is fine. So keep these levels in mind and be very careful with your long positions at this point of time. Okay, next. So the results are out for Infosys, HDFC Bank. In the overall, the Infosys result were a bit disappointing. So if you see, the revenue was down 2.3% on a QOQ basis, and the profit fell around 7% on a QOQ basis to 6,128 crore. EBITDA margin also was down 50 bips on a QOQ basis to 21%. For FY24, the company guided the revenue growth of just 4 to 7% and EBITDA margin of 20 to 22%. I think the overall comments and the results were a bit disappointing, and there was a lot of news, and the Twitter was trending with the ADR prices going down and all the things. So let's see how the stock opens today and how it reacts. But yes, the overall comments are quite negative. So if you look at the HDFC Bank's Q4 result, the net interest income was up around 24%. Profit also grew 20% YOY to more than 12,000 crore, and asset quality remains stable. So no negative from here. In fact, it has maintained a 20% of profit growth and a stable asset quality. So that can be considered a bit positive for the HDFC Bank. But overall, it's a neutral to positive result. So Tata Motor will be again increasing its price of its vehicle, passenger vehicle, from May 1. 0.6 0.7% जितना on an average बढ़ाएंगे, depending on the variant and the model. So GTPL Hathway also reported Q4 numbers. Revenue grew 12% and the company reported a loss of 12 crore. The Zydus Life Science has received a final approval from the US FDA to manufacture and market isoproterenol injection, which is indicated to improve the hemodynamic status in the patients. So it's a positive for Zydus Life Science as well. So today, Angel One and Just Dial will be reporting its Q4 numbers. Okay. So if you see global market, so US market was down on the Friday session. It was open there on the Friday. But ऐसा कोई major decline नहीं था. It was just down, flat to down 0.2 to 0.4% on the major index. Today morning also Asian market, I think down, Kospi minus 0.2% down. By Nikkei is almost flat, and Shanghai is up 0.8%. So no major negatives from anywhere. And if you look at the SGX Nifty, it indicates negative opening. Might be some 50, 100 points down for the Nifty. And I think that mainly will be contributed by Infosys. That looks like as of now, but let's see how the market opens and who all are the major, losers and the winners of the market. But I think the loss will be concentrated more on the IT sector front. And looking at the HDFC result, the bank Nifty might again try to hold. But let's see how the market reacts to the result, because the market's reaction to result is always, not something which is very predictable. And according to O'Neill methodology, guys, हम लोग market का reaction predict नहीं करते, especially based on the result, because that is not the correct way to go. In fact, हम लोग तो result के एक week पहले positions भी लेने से मना करते. We don't look for to take the position just few days before the result or a week before the result, because you never know what are the reactions of the market due to result. And it's not something the prediction game. We don't try to predict, we try to follow the charts. And if there is some technical strength in the chart, then and only then you should look for that particular stock. So today, the last part, the chart of the day, Elecon Engineering, it's an excellent story. इंडिया का जो ग्रोथ स्टोरी है इंफ्रा बेस पे, this is one of the major beneficiary of that story, and it has been a multi-bagger last year. The performance was really good. Currently the stock is forming a stage 3 base, a little high, not very high, but yeah, generally we prefer first and second stage basis. But looking at the earnings growth, you can see over here in September 100, more than 100%, in December more than 200%, even on the revenue front 30% in December, 65% YOY in, you can say, the December quarter. So the results have been excellent, plus the RS is near the new high. And what I especially like is the volume. देखिए यहाँ पे स्टॉक ऊपर जा रहा था तो वॉल्यूम देखिए कितना हाई है. The stock just went one day down in last 10 sessions, and look at the volume. Not even 30-40% of the average volume. So this shows strength. यहाँ भी 2 दिन नीचे गया, वॉल्यूम देखो, ठीक है. So whenever the stock is moving higher, there has been an excellent volume, and similarly when it is going lower, the volume has been very low. Another thing that I like particularly about this chart is the element of strength. यहाँ पे 200 DMA पे सपोर्ट लेके वहां से फिर से रिबाउंड हुआ. So this is what a quality stock always does. 50 या 200 DMA पे सपोर्ट लेके रिबाउंड हो जाता है. So it's currently 5% below its pivot and forming a stage 3 base. बाकी number of fund holding has increased. The EPS is top notch. The other O'Neill ratings like price and buyer demand is also one of the top. So these are the quality stocks that should be the part of your watch list. So whenever the market turns again higher, or you can see you get a follow through day, or these stocks break out when the market is strong, one should have a in their watch list.